Admit it or not, but deciphering this question is like teaching a penguin to fly. A real flap, but once you soar through, it's a flight of an accomplishment. I wonder if these questions are secretly evaluating our ability to navigate unconventional situations. You're presented with the circle, which contains letters inside. 3 letters are missing. You need to build English business word by selecting 3 possible letters. For choice A, the letters are A, Y, and Y. For choice B, the letters are A, E, Y. For choice C, the letters are E, T, O. And for choice D, the letters are A, and Y. Feeling challenged? It's okay, you are not alone. I feel the same way. Whether you're a seasoned solver or casual questions explorer, I have faith in your problem-solving abilities. Give it the time it deserves, think outside the box, and watch the pieces fall into place. I have full confidence that you've got what it takes. Are you ready with your solution? Still not ready? Let me give you a hint. This word represents a comprehensive plan that outlines organizations' long-term goals and objectives, along with actions and tactics required to achieve them. I am pretty sure you've got this now. The word is strategy. Strategy involves making decisions how to allocate resources, such as people, capital, and time, to gain a competitive advantage in the market. So the missing letters are A, E, and Y, and the correct choice here is B. When I looked at this question, I realized that deciphering it is like teaching fish to ride a bicycle. Solving this challenge seems improbable, but with enough patience and creativity, who knows what might happen. You're presented with the circle, which is broken down into 8 sections. Each section has a number inside. Starting from 11 o'clock, counterclockwise, the numbers are 72, 52, 43, 23, 49, 25, 64, and then comes the missing number, which you need to calculate and select out of 4 possible choices. Choice A, 8, choice B, 16, choice C, 48, and last but not least, choice D, 72. Are you feeling a bit stuck? I have full confidence that you've got this. Whether you're a seasoned problem solver or just starting out, I know that you can do it. Take a deep breath, approach it with creativity, and let's navigate through this challenge together. Your breakthrough is much closer than you think. Are you ready? Well, ready or not, it's time to solve this mystery. Let's dive into solving this question together. And make sure to contribute your own version of the solution in comments. Your unique insights might be just what we need to conquer this mystery. To solve this challenge, let's draw a vertical line in the middle of the circle. You have numbers on the left, 72, 52, 43, and 23. And as you might have guessed, numbers on the left are the input numbers to calculate numbers in the section across on the right side. And numbers on the right are calculated as a first digit in the power of the second digit. Let's look at the example. The number on the left is 72. Number in the opposite section right across is 49. 7 in the power of 2 is 49. This is how 49 was calculated. Let's look at the other numbers. 5 in the power of 2 is 25. 4 in the power of 3 is 64. Then to calculate the missing number, we need to take 2 in the power of 3, which would be equal to 8. So the correct answer here is choice A, 8. And now it's time for you to seize the spotlight. But let's face it, solving this particular problem is as tricky as trying to organize chaos of rubber ducks in a bathtub. It's a quacky situation, but finding order is a real victory. I'm wondering if this particular question is secretly evaluating our skills to bring order in seemingly chaotic environment. You are presented with 4 squares that have chaotically organized shapes inside. Among those shapes, you see smiley face, hollow circle, and triangle. Your goal is to determine the content of the 5th shape, which you need to select out of 4 possible choices. Choices A, B, C, and D. Remember, you need to tackle this question solo and showcase your brilliance. Take a swing at this challenge yourself, and when you've got it figured out, share your answer in comments. I have full confidence that you can do it, and excited to hear your thoughts and give you some feedback. Thanks for jumping in, and happy solving. I was recently surprised to learn that it takes 3 contractors to install a new light bulb. Why? One would do the work and the other 2 will give him tips on how to do the work better. Well, the good thing about this problem is that we only need to solve it for 2 contractors. Because in our problem, 2 contractors worked on the project and earned together $1,400. First contractor worked for 3 weeks and another contractor worked for 4 weeks. Assuming they earned the same rate, how much did the first contractor earn? And you're presented with 4 possible choices. Choice A, $200. Choice B, $500. Choice C, $600. And last but not least, choice D, $900. If this problem seems confusing, believe me, it is much easier than manage 3 contractors to install a new light bulb. And whether you're a current subscriber actively tackling questions in this channel, or someone considering a subscription in the future, I have complete faith in your ability to solve this challenge. Just make sure to grant yourself sufficient time for contemplation. Are you ready? I'm going to continue this project management adventure. Let's navigate the complexities together and exchange solutions. Your insight could be the help to unlocking this mystery. And if you have a better way to solve it, make sure to post it in comments. In the first step, we need to determine the facts and think critically about the relationships between parties involved, as well as duration of the project and effort. We have 2 contractors, we have 7 weeks of effort, and we have total spend of $1,400. Because we have 2 contractors here, our total earnings would be earnings of the first contractor plus earnings of the second contractor. Let's establish variable x to calculate weekly earnings. Our total earnings would be 3x for the first contractor and 4x for the second contractor, and total would be equal $1,400. 7x would be equal $1,400. Let me give you another tip here. It always helps to create visual representation or a diagram if applicable. In this case, it could be a project plan, where you have contractor 1 working for 3 weeks and contractor 2 working for 4 weeks. To calculate weekly earnings for 7 weeks, we need to divide 1,400 by 7, and our weekly earnings are $200. Don't be confused though, because this is not the answer, even though we have a choice A for $200. In the last step, we need to calculate the earnings for the first contractor, who worked for 3 weeks. 3 multiplied by 200 equals 600. So the correct answer here is choice C, $600. This particular test question is very tricky, but through the simplicity. Understanding this question is like trying to assemble IKEA furniture without the instructions. Sure, it might work eventually, but expect a few leftover screws and a sense of confusion. You are presented with the equation 8 multiplied by 13 minus square root of 64, and you need to calculate the result of this expression, which should be selected out of 4 possible choices. Choice A, 96, choice B, 98, choice C, 102, and last but not least, choice D, 104. Seems confusing, right? But whether you're a current subscriber actively tackling these questions or someone contemplating a subscription in the future, I have complete faith in your ability to overcome this challenge. Just make sure to grant yourself sufficient time to complete this question. Are you ready? I am going to continue this adventure. Let's navigate the complexities together and exchange the solutions. Believe it or not, your opinion counts, and your insights could be the key to unlocking the mystery here. Before showing you the solution, I want to challenge you. Obviously, there is a typical way of solving this equation, but there is also an easier and faster way to solve this challenge if you use common sense. Can you figure it out? Well, the typical way to solve it would be multiply 8 by 13 and then subtract the square root of 64, which would be 104 minus 8, and the end result of this would be 96. But I mentioned to you that there is a faster way to solve it, especially in your mind without the calculator. All you need to do is take a square root of 64, which would be equal to 8, and then you realize that you need to multiply 8 by 12 instead of 13, and the end result of this is 96. So the correct answer here is choice A, 96. Well, it's your time to sparkle. This challenge is yours to conquer independently. You're presented with 2 diamonds. Each diamond has numbers inside. In the first diamond, the middle number is 2. And then starting from the 9 o'clock, the numbers are 3, 4, 5, and 8. In the second diamond, the middle number is 3. And numbers starting from 9 o'clock again are 4, 5, 7. And then comes the missing number, which you need to calculate and select out of 4 possible choices. Choice A, 12. Choice B, 14. Choice C, 15. And choice D, 20. Take a swing at this challenge by yourself. And when you've got it figured out, share your answer in comments. I have full confidence that you can do it and excited to hear your thoughts and give you some feedback. Thanks for jumping in and happy solving. Solving this question is not exactly obvious. It reminds me playing hide and seek with your house keys right before real estate showing. It's frustrating, it involves retracing your steps, and the solution is often the last place you look. In this question, you need to calculate total realtor's compensation. For each property realtor sells, she gets 2.5% of the selling price. If she sells more than 2 properties in 2 months, she also gets a bonus of 10%. In the last 2 months, realtor sold 3 properties. One house for $110,000, second house for $170,000, and a condominium sold for $75,000. You need to calculate and select realtor's compensation for the last 2 months out of 4 possible choices. Choice A, $4,562.50. Choice B, $4,762.50. Choice C, $7,562.50. And last but not least, choice D, $9,762.50. Feeling a bit challenged? Make sure to give yourself enough time and solution will come your way. Are you ready? Let's look at 4 steps that will lead us to the final solution. In step number 1, we're going to determine the commission for each property by finding 2.5% of the selling price. In step 2, we'll add up individual commissions for all the properties to find the total commissions earned. In step 3, we will determine if realtor qualifies for the bonus and we'll calculate 10% of total commission. And finally, in step 4, we'll add up commissions and the bonus, if applicable, and we'll calculate the total compensation. Let's start with the step 1. We know that realtor gets 2.5%, or in decimal, 0.025 of the selling price for each property. So for house 1, the commission will be 110 multiplied by 0.025, and it would be equal to $2,750. For house 2, commission can be calculated as $170,000 multiplied by 0.025, and the end result would be equal $4,250. And for the condominium, the commission can be calculated as $75,000 multiplied by 0.025, and it would be equal $1,875. In step 2, we add these 3 values we just calculated, and the sum of the calculation will be $8,875. In step 3, we will determine if realtor qualifies for the bonus. Since she sold more than 2 properties, she gets a 10% bonus on top of her total commission. Bonus can be calculated as 0.10 multiplied by 8,875, and the end result of this would be $887.50. And finally, in step 4, we can calculate total compensation. 8,875 plus 887.50 equals $9,762.50. So the correct answer here is choice D, $9,762.50. Thanks for watching. I really appreciate you for helping us to become one of the largest YouTube channels to help people become smarter, increase your IQ, and to pass any test. If the content of this video was helpful, please make sure to click the like button to help YouTube algorithm promote this video and help other people to find it faster. Giving us a like is also a way for you to tell us that you need more content like this, and when you tell us, we will deliver it for you in the future. For links to free and premium resources, please check the description and comments of this video. You can also go directly to our website, howtoanalyzedata.net, to download the materials related to this topic. I really appreciate your endorsement, support, and patronage of this channel. And thank you for considering to become a member and considering to subscribe. Please leave feedback, suggestions, or corrections in comments. And all the best on your journey. I'll see you in my next video.